Welcome to How to Tune Your Violin. I'm gonna have to clean that up. The first thing we want to talk about is the open note strings, the open string notes of your violin: G, D, A, and E. If you're tuning your violin, always use long bow strokes. Don't go short like this. Always go long. You'll be able to hear much better what note you're actually playing and compare it to whichever note you use as a, what's the word? Reference. When we're tuning our violin, we want to start with the A string right here. What do we use as a reference? You can always use your piano. But a piano is not always in tune. And pianos are usually expensive and they're not easy to carry around. So you've got different options. Quartz metronome, this is my personal favorite. It's not just a metronome, it can also play tones, different notes. Here we have our A. And if you spin this wheel right here, it plays different notes. It's pretty neat. Downsides of the quartz metronome is that it uses a battery. If the battery is low, it's run danger of this thing getting out of tune, and it's about $45. Third option is your trusty tuning fork. These things are always a perfect pitched A. The way you use it is you hit it on a hard surface, and then you press that ball part against your ear right there, and you can hear the A. You can also press it against the body of your violin. The good thing about this is it doesn't require batteries, and it's always in tune and very easy to transport. It's only, I think, $5. Let me get a sip of my iced coffee. It's coffee with vanilla ice cream and it's delicious. Try it. If you want to be fancy, put a mint leaf on it too. Let's talk about the pegs and the fine tuners. The pegs are for more a general tuning. It's when you're very out of tune, and fine tuners, which are back here, you use when you're closer to the actual note. You always want to loosen up the string before you tune it up. If you straight tune it up, then you may hurt the peg, you may hurt the string, and it's not going to stay in place. So always tune it down and then you tune it up. If you have trouble moving the peg, if you think that it's kind of stuck, you can either buy a peg paste on your violin store, but you can't always easily find that. Buy yourself a graphite pencil, a trusty knife. You can scrape off the lead on a piece of paper, you put that on the pegs, and that'll make it turn much easier. So let's listen to our A. I'm way out of tune, so I'm going to use my pegs. I already turned the knob down. I'm going to do it again, and now we can go up. I'm close. And I could go over to my fine tuners, but my violin, I don't know if you can see, doesn't have fine tuners on the second, third, and fourth string. It only has a fine tuner on the fourth string. Do not despair if this is your case. There's still a trick that you can use. Listen to it. You can press between the bridge and the tailpiece. It'll tune your string a little bit up. If you're a little bit above, then you can grab the string here and pull it. And what this will do is tune it down. Be careful. Always be very, very sensitive. Be very careful with your instrument. I want you to hear what happens when I press here. It's all the same string. It's obviously not going to stay that high, but it will turn it up in pitch a little bit. Let's use our A. I'm a little bit low. I think that sounds good enough. Make sure that when you're using the pegs and you're close, you have to press the peg a little bit in while you're tuning it up. It's a very uncomfortable motion, but it does help to keep the string in place. So let's say all our other strings are out of tune. Ooh, I did that, see? I just went straight up, I shouldn't have done that. The next string we want to tune is we go down. We have the A in tune, now we go to the D. So we compare the A with the D. Since we're using our tuning fork, I do this because I'm reusing this, I don't have a reference D, so you have to tune the D string by ear. It has to be a fifth of difference. And between the violin is tuned in fifths. So we want to go down a fifth from the A. One trick of doing that is listen to this melody. I'm sure you know it. I'm sure you do. It's that's Bach's Minuet, and you can use that song to play in your head. That'll give you a fifth down. The first two notes, like we have, those two notes are a fifth apart. So the way we do that is we play our A, but imagine the song. No, 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 no. No, no, and there we have our D. No, oh, no, 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 no. Once you're close, start using your ears. Don't sing anymore. That actually sounds pretty good to me. If it's not in tune, you will hear some kind of a strange vibration. This is a great way to train your ear as well. Let's tune the G string. The D string is in tune, so we tune our G string. We use the same trick, the same melody. No, 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 no. There we go. No, no. That sounds right. And lastly, we want to tune our E string. Right here. Now we're going up in pitch. We're going to use our A string as a bass. And if you go up in pitch, you have to use a different song. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So you know the melody. No, 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 no. The no is a fifth up. So no, 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 no. Ooh, I'm way up. I'm close there. No, 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 no. And here you can use your fine tuner. You should have a fine tuner on your E. That sounds in tune. Let's check our A again. It went down in tune a little bit. Which happens. It happens. Once you finish tuning, start over. See, the D string went down as well. The G string always gives me some trouble. It's in tune. I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.